ain't many that are built like me. I'm the last of my.
Whisper about it, y'all. Got y'all a good lineup for this morning. Check them out. Hey, comment, like, share. Thank you for all the support.
You dare look at Gen Z in the face and you say, how dare you freely give your data to China, when in reality what you're trying to do is to emulate the Chinese system by censoring people's speech, censoring their opinions, telling that essentially your TikTok is wrongthink, and so we're going to compel them to sell. They see that. Like I said, they aren't stupid. Our government now really has become, it's like when you grow up with a friend who has a mom that's drunk all the time, and then like your friend starts drinking early, and her mom pretends to be like devastated by the fact that her daughter is involved in drinking and in drugs. And you're like, you set the example first. Like, you betrayed America first, right? So yeah, if the kids are rebelling, maybe you should think about what sort of an example you have set as a parent. And the reality is that our Congress has set a horrific example. Like I said, they have betrayed this nation first. And so I am here for this. You can stop pretending that you have the upper hand now, that we have the upper moral hand, and like our society is being run efficiently.
I like Candace Owens. Like her a lot. She speaks it. Don't care what anybody thinks. She speaks the truth.
Okay, who is it? It's got to be Obama, right? I think that's exciting. I don't know. Who's behind the curtain?
Ladies and gentlemen, the 44th President of the United States, the Honorable Barack H. Obama.
Trump's boy just arrived. Remember, they were just dapping up at President Carter's funeral. But once again, Michelle Obama is missing, guys. This is a loud absence. This is a very loud absence.
Pay attention, boy.
Let's not pretend that we don't have something going on here, because you can't keep saying that she's just away and that she's busy. These are these are events you have to be at. There's no I'm busy. You don't have a job, right? You guys, you don't have a job. There's no reason for Michelle Obama not to be here and also not to be at President Carter's funeral. Again, a very loud absence. There he is. Number 45 and number 47, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, Trump. Hair looking fantastic. Lost weight. He's like, I'm so back. We're so back. This is so back. Determined. Again, finally a person who can walk upstairs without tripping and falling. Up to Air Force One. He can get up there all by himself.
No, she did not just say that.
Let's go.
Oh!
Melania, my bestie. Yeah, her and we went to preschool together, and we just have kept in touch since. Me and Melania. I couldn't be there because I was pregnant, but she asked me to walk out with her. Yeah. She was between two hats. I told her to wear that one. It looks fantastic. Melania.
Amanda, I hope you're watching this.
Which I told her.
I hope you're watching this.
I couldn't be there, so. Look at the collar on that. This is who I'm trying to be. If you guys want to know my fashion icon is, you're looking at her right there. Look at that, the bun, everything. I just want to be her. I just want to be her friend so bad.
If you're watching this, that's so huge.
Yeah! Go for America! Let's go! This is why you can't bring me out. I can't go anywhere. I'm just like, I'm like, go! We're so back!
Oh my God!
We're so back! Yeah! Go! You go, baby! Yeah! Woo! Yes! Yes! Let's go, baby. Let's go! Not make America great. Make the world great again. We're coming for you, Keir Starmer. We're coming for you, Zelensky. We're coming for you. Coming for the entire EU, Brussels. We know what's going on there. We're coming for you, too. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, people. Woo! Woo! Go! Yes! Woo! USA!
America will be respected again and admired again, including by people of religion, faith, and goodwill. We will be prosperous. We will be proud. We will be strong, and we will win like never before. We will not be conquered. We will not be intimidated. We will not be broken, and we will not fail. From this day on, the United States of America will be a free, sovereign, and independent nation. We will stand bravely. We will live proudly. We will dream boldly, and nothing will stand in our way because we are Americans. The future is ours, and our golden age has just begun. Thank you. God bless America. Thank you all. Thank you.
Man, that's some good stuff right there, y'all.
It is done. We are done. We're back. Elon Musk gave a Nazi salute. Oh, come on, Elon.
You didn't follow my instructions. Oh, Ohio.
Of course, I'm kidding, but the internet is not kidding, okay? They are outraged. Here is CNN's exceptional live coverage of that moment.
He's just wrapped up here. You can hear the...
No,
All right,
Elon.
so we just showed that. We just showed that.
Right. It's worth
Salute.
noting it was quick. I think our viewers are smart and they can take a look at that, but it certainly was, it's not something that you typically see at American political rallies.
Hey, it was quick. It was very quick, and he came out dancing. Mike Gibbs. I always love the drama. It's the probably a lot of punctuation coming up here. Mike Gibbs gave us the punctuation. He wrote this. I saw it. We all saw it. Elon gave a Nazi salute. I'm still gasping from the horror of that sight on my television screen.
Oh,
He's literally
gosh.
shaking right now. We're back to literally shaking, guys, okay? Anyways, it's all good because the ADL, who just waves a magic wand and goes, you're an anti-Semite, you're not an anti-Semite, came out and defended Elon Musk. They said this is a delicate moment. It's a new day, and yet so many are on the edge. Our politics are inflamed, and social media only adds to the anxiety. It seems that Elon Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm, not a Nazi salute. But again, we appreciate that people are on edge. You get it. He's been forgiven. They've come and they've forgiven him. I mean, I'm on the ADL's list. There's like a whole paragraph about me, and I've done way less things, and it doesn't matter. They just decide whether or not you are on their yes or no list. It's like those eggs in Willy Wonka, like you're a good egg or you're a bad egg, and that's it. And I'm a bad egg, and Elon Musk is a good egg.
The egg decatur. The egg decatur can tell the difference between a good egg and a bad egg. If it's a good egg, it's shined up and shipped out all over the world. But if it's a bad egg, down the chute.
But the reality is, I'm not an Elon Musk stan. You guys know that. I'm going to give you my real take on this. Here is the full clip contextualized, okay? This is what Elon Musk said right before he did that gesture.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Okay, so
My heart goes out to you. It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured.
So he does a gesture and he says, my heart goes out to you. And see, my hand's going this way, his hand went the other way with his heart. And the reality is, as soon as I saw it, I knew what it was. I've watched Elon Musk in interviews. Again, I'm not an Elon Musk stan, but he has been very open about the fact that he has Asperger's, okay? And it's that puts him on the spectrum. That means that socially, he's a genius in these other areas, in these other arenas. You want to talk about space program? You want to talk science stuff with Elon Musk? Yeah, he's your guy. He's the person whose homework you want to copy, okay? In chemistry class and physics class. But when it comes to social etiquette, he's not all there.
USA! 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 Yes! Yeah!
That's why he's very awkward in a lot of interviews. And what Asperger's is essentially socially, sometimes you do some things and you just, it's just not the right time to say those things or do those things or how you should do those things. And I did actually, for the first time, feel kind of really bad for him because it felt like he was so well-meaning and my heart goes out to you and he just had no idea. And I can't imagine what it's like coming home and realizing that you set the internet aflame and it is the number one conversation that is being had. Jeff Bezos is kind of the only billionaire that doesn't bother me because he makes sense to me. Like, you can just tell he was like super dweeby, worked really hard, created this business, threw himself into it, and then realized, oh my gosh, I'm the richest man in the world, and now I just want to have like a bimbo blow up doll. And he just went out and got that. And he doesn't seem to involve himself too much in the political scene. He's just always out partying with Lauren Sanchez, his now fiance. I had no idea she wore this to the inauguration. I am like just stunned. She is quite literally wearing a bralette with her boobies are out. I mean, there's no other way to say it. She's your fiance. Who are you taking these puppies out for?
Who let the dogs out?
He is your fiance. Have some respect, have some decorum. But like I said, I feel like it's their thing. And so people are understandably going, this is so disrespectful. He has the money not to be respectful. That's it. He's so rich. He can just buy himself into this. He doesn't even have to respect the office. He can just bring his fiance. And she has her helicopter license. They're flying around Saint-Tropez, doing their thing, and that's what she likes to wear. But what was really funny is people capturing the Zuck gaze. So some of us have wondered if he's a lizard. This might mean that he could be human part-time. He might be like a humanoid or something, because oh yeah, there it is. He just went ahead and decided to take a look, and he's wondering, can I afford this? Can I afford this more than Jeff Bezos can afford this? And I think your wife, when she catches this, is going to be deeply upset. Zuck, don't even think about it, okay? You're still a lizard in my book.
That is great.
Oh my God. It's a surreal feeling. We did it. We did it! Oh my God, we did it.
Aside from us being back, TikTok is back, and apparently it was a very big deal, especially for Gen Z. I gave you guys the rundown of that. I told you why I was totally with Gen Z on it, the background of why they were getting rid of TikTok because they couldn't control speech. And I don't think you understand how much of an emotional deal that pending deadline of Sunday was for Gen Z. Like, Gen Zers were deeply and emotionally impacted by the prospect of not being able to communicate on TikTok. So I just want to show you this one young woman, Emily, as the ban date was approaching. This was Emily on the internet.
And to the U.S. government, I'm never forgiving you for this. And I'm never going to trust you ever again, because you just, like that, took away millions of people's income and livelihood. And who does that? So I'm never trusting you ever again with anything.
So I'm starting to give up hope that there's going to be a Hail Mary moment at the end of this that's going to save this app.
I feel so dumb coming on the internet and crying about an app. But the fact is that this has been a sense of community for me for years now.
Yeah, it's been a sensitivity for her. So you understand the depth of that. I mean, tons of videos of young women crying. There's a massive TikTok celeb named James Charles.
Hi, sister.
And he too didn't know what to do with this idea and this prospect of TikTok not being there for Gen Z. Take a listen.
I gotta keep it real. I am crashing the out right now. I don't know what to do. Oh my God. I've already opened and closed the app probably 6 times already just to keep getting the same stupid warning message. Oh my God. Like, this just this is so dystopian. First of all, I feel pathetic that I am freaking out like this over an application being unavailable on my phone. But also, like, this has been a massive part of our life for the last 6 years. And normally when something happens, I would get on TikTok and start complaining, and I can't even do that. I feel like disconnected. I feel cut off from the world and my community. This is crazy. This is crazy. God, and I can't, like, now I'm rooting for Trump? Ew! God, like, make America great again, I guess. God.
Well, you guys, I will say I found myself aligning with Gen Z, but for much, I would say more severe reasons. And like I said, I think it was best exemplified when Rand Paul, right before the timeline was over, the doom date, as they were all walking the plank, he created his first TikTok ever. He joined TikTok for the first time with just like 48 hours left to spare. And he explained it much better about why he was joining it.
Why am I joining TikTok just as the government ban begins? Because I don't like being told what to do. I don't like being told what I can think or what I can say. The courts may think there's an exemption to the First Amendment. I don't. I joined TikTok today as a form of civil disobedience. To the 170 million Americans who use TikTok, don't give up, don't give in, resist.
And I want to say this, what he is saying is very true. Like when they start coming for speech and they start selling you reasons for why, oh, well, it's because we're worried about Chinese data. Oh, it's because we're worried about, the rise of racism. Oh, we're worried about the rise of anti-Semitism. Never accept these excuses, ever, ever. Free speech is so important. We have to be warriors for speech, even to the point that I was willing to freely give my data to China because it's my decision. If I want to, here, have it. I know it's between China and the CIA. I don't really care. I find both to be a threat, if we're being honest. And that's kind of like the lesson in this, is that it was bigger than the concept that they were trying to sell to us. It was about controlling speech and censoring speech and wanting to control the internet. And by the way, it still is. Even though it's been restored, it still is. But I'm proud to announce that they only had to resist Gen Z for 12 hours because Trump, when he was about to assume office, asked all of the parties involved to just hold the line, and they did. TikTok was immediately restored 12 hours later. Much to the glee of Gen Z, it's back, and you have Trump to thank right now. Temporarily, we'll see what happens. My oh my, Justin Baldoni's lawyers have now leaked the official footage of her alleged sexual harassment, and I now need this to go to trial. So the story goes, essentially, he says she didn't even read the book before signing on to the project. Then she read the book and kind of became consumed with it and wanted to basically introduce her own lines and wanted to become a part of the project and rework the script. So she submitted to him her ideas for how to rework the script, and apparently he gave her feedback, essentially saying, like, I really love how passionate you are about this project. Maybe we'll take some of these ideas, but like, obviously we're not going to take all these ideas because it's our project. And this was not good for Blake.
Balake.
She said, no, this does not work for me. I am Blake Lively. I have my children are the godchildren of Taylor Swift. We get what we want in life. And right now I want your movie. Then he provides Blake Lively's response. And she actually wrote this, guys. She wrote this. This is her text message back to Justin Baldoni. She wrote, "If you ever get around to watching Game of Thrones, you'll appreciate that I'm Khaleesi. And like her, I happen to have a few dragons. For better or worse, but usually for better. Because my dragons also protect those that I fight for. So really, we all benefit from those gorgeous monsters of mine. You will too, I can promise." Little smiley face. I'm so scared. Why do celebrities not know they're insane? Like, do they know that human beings don't text like that? That's my question. Do they understand that at no point in my entire life am I texting that to anybody, especially when we're dealing with a work setting and somebody is the person who is running the movie? It's their project. I'm like, I've got little monsters, little dragons, and their names are Taylor Swift. I don't often use them, but if you give me what I want, yes, exactly what I want, they are not going to figuratively blow fire on your head. That's insane. And I loved the internet immediately recognizing how problematic this storyline was. TikTok is calling this basically her text message a self-fulfilling prophecy. Take a listen.
Wait, I'm sorry. Blake Lively comparing herself to Khaleesi has to be one of the wildest cases of self-fulfilling prophecy I've seen to date. Like, everyone's making fun of her for saying that, but what's more Khaleesi than being a once beloved public figure who stood to win it all and lost it in a fiery rage? Like, no, like, it is giving twin. She's absolutely accurate. And just like in Game of Thrones, in the end, those dragons did not mean shit.
Yes, it did. The dragons in the end did not actually matter. So I don't know who's supposed to be Jon Snow. I have to assume it is her husband, Ryan Reynolds, but because he's loyal to Khaleesi, that's the whole thing. But now, because of this, Disney and Marvel are getting dragged into this drama, okay? So Bob Iger of Disney and the Marvel CEO, Kevin Feige, have now received from Brian Friedman a preservation order, okay? Baldoni's attorney believes that Blake Lively's husband was flagrantly mocking Baldoni in a sequence of the movie Marvel's Deadpool and Wolverine, which was released by Disney in July.
Oh my goodness, wait till you see Lady Pool. She is gorgeous. She just had a baby too, and can't even tell. I don't think you're supposed to say that. That's okay. I identify as a feminist. Right.
So there you have it. That was also one of the things that was at the root of this lawsuit. She's saying that she had just had a baby. He's calling her Mrs. Deadpool and saying that he had commented on her body and he's not supposed to do that. So it's pretty blatant, okay? Brian Friedman, the lawyer on this case, is not kidding.
I don't know what you heard about me.
Brian, hit me up. I got to have you on my team somewhere, because not only did he go after all of these people, but now he decided to flat out release the scene in question, basically the climax of Blake Lively's abuse lawsuit. Here is the first clip where you're going to hear them talking, both of them talking about their husbands.
This is great,
So
Candace.
take a listen.
Y'all.
Oh my gosh, we don't shut up.
And Emily and I have we have these moments where
Staring. You just stare.
Literally we've done it for like 5 minutes. it's like, I think you would find it terrifying. We just literally hear each other, and like time.
I found a sociopath.
And like time stops.
Yeah.
But like that's just how it's been for us from the beginning.
No, we're like, oh my god, there's not enough time.
Oh.
And they score again.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god, I forgot to tell you something else.
I think that's cute. You guys are really cute.
I think it's more than cute.
So they're just having a conversation about their respective spouses, and he's saying how much he loves his wife and that he still stares into her eyes, and she's saying that her and Ryan never stop speaking. How uncomfortable. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. How is this allowed? Literally, I'm just asking the question, like, how are women allowed to do this, to take something and to make it sound like you survived a rape? Because that's what it sounded like to the public when she spoke about everything that he possibly did when she first dropped that or had someone on her team leak to the New York Times, that initial complaint filed in California. You just go, how is this allowed? This is a real headline coming out of People magazine. They are saying that they're going to create, and I'm talking right now, Justin Baldoni's team, they're going to launch an entire website containing all correspondences with Blake Lively. Every text message that she tried to say was weird. If we already got Daenerys Targaryen and dragons, referring to Taylor Swift, what else do you think she texted to Justin Baldoni? That is, he saying, let the public decide. Let's play this in the court of public opinion. You wanted the New York Times. We're going to give you everything. We're going to give you Variety. We're going to give you People. We're going to give you the Daily Mail. Let's play. I think it's too late now for her to tap out. She should have taken my advice right away. And by the way, I do want to add one more thing that really upset me about this. Despite the fact that he owned this movie, that it was his production studio that did this and bought it, Blake Lively was such a brat that her and Ryan Reynolds specifically requested during the premiere that they so did not want him to attend his own movie. This should have been his biggest night, premiering this movie that him and his studio decided to purchase as a book and adopt it into a film. They made him and his family sit in the basement because she was just so uncomfortable around him. I mean, what kind of adult can't just be like, let's sit on opposite sides of the room. Let's avoid each other. Nope. Look at his family. They were put into a basement to watch the premiere on a screen. You can see all the stocked beverages in the background. You can see them sitting at a table with popcorn, clearly still trying to make the best of it. That's him and his wife, who he loves and has been married to for, I think, 12 years. I think they got married in 2013. And they're just like, you know what? We're in the basement. We're going to make the best of it. And I love that because that's how my family would be. It would be like gang, like whatever. And she did this only to humiliate him. This last step right here was just, how can I further humiliate you? And he says that she used demands to make this happen. Essentially, maybe said, I'm not going to come to the premiere at all if I even have to lay eyes on him. And so they had security guarding and kept him in the basement like he was a rapist on the loose who couldn't possibly be in the same room as her because it would just be too re-traumatizing for her, having experienced that scene that we all just watched. Look at them. They're posing. This is a red carpet event. It's his film, and his family is posing next to Dasani water, which insults me deeply because Dasani water is disgusting, okay? Like, to add further insult to injury, it's Dasani water that they're next to, okay? And Coca-Cola in the background, pallets of it, because Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds wanted to say to them, you should be further humiliated. This is our movie now. Absolutely disgusting. She's an elitist. I'm going to leave it at that. Blake Lively, I am not a fan. I am so team Justin Baldoni. I want to start selling t-shirts and wearing them with his face on it, but I'm afraid of his lawyer, Brian Friedman. He would come for me, and I think he would win because obviously he's got a little bit of fire right now. So that's all I'm going to say about that topic.